We keep tracking the latest coming in from the United States. But speaking of a crisis in a different part of the world, in a different context, the Chief Minister of the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir has resigned after the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party pulled out of a coalition government with her party. The PDP says it is always dialogue and reconciliation with the partner BJP in the state that was its main focus. However, the party did not fail to caution that muscular power is not a viable solution for the state.
जम्मू कश्मीर में boycott, treat जम्मू कश्मीर as an enemy territory. ये हमारे दुश्मनों की टेरिटरी नहीं है, हमारे जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों की टेरिटरी है. इसलिए यहाँ मस्कुलर पॉलिसी कामयाब नहीं हो सकती है, जिसका बेसिक मकसद ये था रिकंसिलेशन, यानी जम्मू कश्मीर में रिकंसिलेशन डायलॉग, यहाँ के जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों के साथ डायलॉग, यहाँ कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डिंग मेजर्स, पाकिस्तान के साथ एक अच्छा रिश्ता.
The BJP said the 3-year-long alliance with the People's Democratic Party, or the PDP, had become quote-unquote untenable in the wake of increasing violence in the state.
Keeping in mind the larger national interest of India's integrity and security, keeping in mind the fact that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India, in order to bring control over the situation prevailing in this state, we have decided that it is time the reins of power in the state be handed over to the governor.
Meanwhile, another political party in the state, the National Conference, that was in power in the state of Jammu and Kashmir earlier, says it will not go for any coalition. And the party also appealed to the governor of the state to take control of the situation.
लेकिन हमने ये भी गुजारिश की कि ज़्यादा देर जो है गवर्नर रूल रहना नहीं चाहिए. आखिरकार लोगों को हक है वो अपनी हुकूमत चुने, और हम चाहेंगे कि जल्द से जल्द गवर्नर साहब और उनके साथी कोशिश करें कि रियासत में दोबारा साजगार हालात बने, नए सिरे से इलेक्शन हो. उन इलेक्शंस के बाद लोगों का जो फैसला होगा वो हम सबको कबूल होगा सिर आंखों पर.
Let's just take a step back and contextualize this for you. The collapse of the government marks the end of a 3-year experiment in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP-PDP alliance had its share of problems right from the very beginning. The BJP and the PDP had agreed to form the alliance government in February 2015 after weeks of negotiations. But the PDP soon termed the alliance decision as unpopular and demanded special status for Jammu and Kashmir. Mehbooba Mufti took over as the Chief Minister in April 2016, 3 months after her father, Mufti Muhammad Saeed's death. And this followed positive discussions that she had with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. And just a year earlier, Mufti Muhammad Saeed had described an alliance between the PDP and the BJP as a meeting of the North and South poles. This was partly because the two parties had campaigned on completely different visions that they had for Kashmir. The main difference was over Article 370 and the withdrawal of cases against stone pelters. But now they were partners trying to win hearts in the valley. After 2 years of experiments, including the just concluded Ramzan ceasefire that met with failure, it was clear that the strategy of winning hearts was not working. The situation in Kashmir has not improved, and it's time to make a new beginning. That brings us to the immediate question: what are the options now? What happens next for the state of Jammu and Kashmir? In the 2014 elections, the PDP had won 28 seats, while the BJP got 25 seats in the 87-member assembly. The Omar Abdullah-led National Conference won 15 seats, and the Congress got 12 seats. The options were odious. Sworn political rivals, the PDP and the National Conference, could not join hands. The BJP and the National Conference could have joined hands, but the BJP had campaigned against the Omar government. Thus, poll opposites the BJP and the PDP came together to try out a coalition experiment. The alliance has now collapsed and the parties are clear that they will not be back on the drawing board anytime soon. But what are the chances if they do? The first and the most unlikely option is for the PDP, the National Conference and the Independents to form the government. The second possibility is if the PDP, Congresses and Sajid Loan's People's Conference and Independents all form the government. But Mehbooba Mufti has announced that the PDP will not go for any fresh alliance. Omar Abdullah of the National Conference also has ruled out joining hands with the BJP to try and form the government. The National Conference wants governor's rule and fresh elections at the earliest. The Congress has ruled out allying with Mufti's PDP. The state is thus heading for governor's rule for the fourth time in the last 10 years.